Dear students, now we will study a chapter in geography, and that chapter is environment. Here in this chapter we will study what is environment and what are its components. See, usually in our day-to-day life, many times we used to think and talk about something called nature. Then what is nature? Nature is nothing else but it is something which includes, it is made up of living organisms such as animals, birds and trees. Nature is made up of only those specific living organisms. So, to that an extent, nature is somewhat limited. Those things which seem to be non-living, non-organic things are not considered under nature. See, most of the times we used to get confused ourselves between environment and nature. But see, here with this, there is a slight difference. There is a difference between nature and environment. That actual difference is, compared to environment, nature is somewhat limited, consisting only certain limited things. That is, it is made up of only living organisms, as I already said it clearly, such as animals, birds and plants. Even humans, we the humans are also come under that. But whereas environment is very much larger and broader one compared to the nature. So including nature or the so-called natural things, environment is made up of still many other things. That is, environment is that surroundings of us which include both living things and both living organisms and non-living things. It includes both of them. So to that an extent, it is clear that environment is a larger phenomenon compared to nature. Yes, environment, it means with this it is clear that around us, in our surroundings, anything or everything that we see, whether it is living or non-living, that we see, feel, all those things are considered under environment only. So, to that extent, environment is always larger and broader, deeper than the nature. See, as we can understand what the environment is with this very simple and clear-cut diagram too. See, for example, for that matter, anything, it's not only about living organisms or living beings, but anything that is non-living also comes under environment itself. So, now let us see here. This is a small diagram. This is a small pictorial depiction of the environment. Here in it, what we can find is that, see, what all the things the environment is made up of. See, as it is shown here, what we can first of all see is that components of environment. It means what all things environment is made up of. Components means the ingredients. What are the ingredients of environment? If you would like to see here, for example, what we can say is that, and here this our environment is made up of mostly two important things, and they only are natural things or natural components and the human made or the human components. So to make it simple, what I can tell is that environment is made up of both natural and human or human made components. Now let's see a little bit in detail. What are those natural and human made components which make environment? See here, they are, first of all, the important components of environment. The two natural components are, for example, water. Then next, air. Then the third one is land. Next, living things or the living beings. Or that only we call living organisms. But one should make it clear that even though this water, air, lands don't seem to be living things, but still, once it is that is clear, the thing clear is that they are nature made. They are nature made. They are naturally existing on this earth, but there is no human role in the creation of all these natural things. That is why they are so called natural things. So, in this way, on the one side, if environment is made up of all these natural things, on the other hand, it is also made up of human-made things. For example, they are buildings. See, that is one of the very good examples for human-made things are buildings. Why? Because humans only construct them. Humans only build the buildings, whereas the next one is parks. Also is made by the humans. Next, bridges. Next, roads constructed by the humans. Next, monuments. Whether however older, however ancient, let those monuments be, but they too should be considered as human made. And at the same time, industries or the buildings made for the industries. And on the other hand, a few other, even not only human made things, even human activities too are considered under environment only. See, for example, they are the human activities or the activities performed by the humans, such as political activities. It means whether the formation of any political parties, political groups, or anything like that. And next, economic activities. All those activities which are directly or indirectly connected with our money are so called economic activities. Then onwards, even any of our educational activities, those activities connected to our school education. And next one is religion, whether it is Hindu religion, Muslim, Islam religion, Christianity, Jainism, Buddhism, whatever for that matter, any religion like that be, all of them are human made. That's why even they too are the components of environment. On the other hand, the communities are made by humans only. That's why we also call it human community. Next, families, human families. Next, individuals, each and every individuals, every human being, whether it is man or woman, whether it is child or old age person, whoever it might be, comprising all these things, human made things and human activities are also coming under environment. So with this, finally it becomes clear for us that environment is nothing else but environment is nothing else but it is that surroundings which includes all of these things. These are especially categorized under two heads, and they are natural made and human made. So with this, here we understand that the place, people, things and nature that surround any living organism is also called the environment. Okay, thank you.